Monday. Oh gosh, I thought it was Tuesday, and I was already set to say it's been a long week already. But I wanted to come on and spend a few moments with her. This is Sparrow. She is the Nova Sculpt by Lilianne Breedveld. She is a full body silicone, and I just wanted to show a little bit of her squishability at the special request of my friend Katie over at My Little World. So she was talking about how it would be irresistible to squish them, and she wondered a little bit about her squish. So I said I'll come on and make a video and I'll squish her. So yes, it's been a long week already. Nothing bad. I'm just busy in my mind, I guess, and busy at work, but everything is good. It's freezing here today, but definitely happy to be in a nice warm house. So I'm going to take this outfit off of her, although she's ultra cuddly in it. It will certainly be one that she will wear again. This dress is really soft, and her body feels really nice under it. So yeah, I'm going to undress her, and I'm going to show some of her squeezability. But I just wanted to admire her for a moment. She looks so pretty here. As far as her skin goes, her silicone, it feels like baby skin. It's so soft. Yeah. I've heard buttery soft, I've heard marshmallow soft. It's just really velvety, or, well, I guess it's kind of velvety. It's smooth though too. The closest thing I can describe it to is skin. So we're gonna go ahead and start with getting her undressed. I'm not going to move the position of her body because I know that she's centered well in the frame. So we're going to try and just undress her right where she is. And I know I talked about this before, but I don't find it as difficult to dress and undress as I had anticipated. But at the same time, I also try to be very, very careful because I never want to become careless, and I also know how very little I know. So I never want to assume anything. So the way that I'm comfortable doing it is, making sure that the fingers and the toes and everything are securely passed through what they need to pass through, and then I use more pushing than I don't pull. So whether I'm putting the arm into a sleeve or taking it out, I always press and I never yank. I can tell you that taking the tights off of her will most certainly be easier than putting them on. So this type of silicone, if you didn't watch the details video, it's called super soft silicone when you look at the artist's website. You can read about her kit on Lilianne Breedveld's website. Although the kit is sold out, you can still find some with artists that I did hear from a subscriber that did locate one and is having a custom made, so they are available. or at least there was at least one, but I believe that you can still purchase, you can still find them somewhere with certain artists. There were 12 made plus the prototype. She's not the prototype, of course. The prototype was painted by Debbie Henshaw, I believe, the same artist that painted the most recent Zavi prototype. And then Lilianne just released another silicone kit. I saw the announcement today on Instagram. And that one is another girl. So much easier to get them off. In my last video with her, I was putting these tights on her. It was kind of funny. Okay. All right. Whoever designed these these necklines that open like that is genius. You can see her movement when I'm changing her, how natural it is. So I want to go into that a little bit too, because I did mention in a prior video how because the silicone is so soft, they can very easily flop into like, you know, less than natural positions. But I want to kind of clarify that and show it because it's not over the top. And I would definitely not change anything about her, the type of silicone she is. She doesn't have armatures, and I have not found myself wishing for them because I feel like I have enough flexibility in terms of posing and stuff with her that I'm happy. So in person, looking at her, of course, she has a ball jointed neck, so I can see the seam of her neck. But just looking at her in person, laying here in the diaper with her mottling and her sculpting, and you can see her belly and her sternum. She looks very realistic even in person. So it's not just a camera thing. It definitely plays a trick. I'll also want to show you guys her feet if I can, because her feet, the bottoms of her feet are so realistic too. I don't feel like squishing them or squeezing them, or her anyway, I can't say them, I only have her, is in any way like compromising the integrity of her body. And it's demonstrated quite, I don't want to say aggressively, but we'll say confidently in the artist videos, not just the painter, but also Lilianne's video demonstrating the different silicone types. So I don't think they're quite, I mean, you never want to think that they're not fragile, but I don't think they're as fragile as some people imagine, especially not now. So her belly, it takes a moment to come back. but it's not like a slow rise squishy, but there's a little slow rise. So she's squishy, but she's not like, there's firmness to it. I can't just squish my fingers together. And her arms are squishy. And that's the movement that they have, gently, without being too rough with her. Her fingers will bend down and they'll squish. Her cheeks. She does have a tongue and a gum line. Her ears are very soft and squishy, but they have structure. You can see her legs squish. I could probably squish them rougher, but I don't want to. So that's her squish. I don't find crazy lint stuck to her. You know, of course, if there's a fuzz or a hair, it will stay, but she's not sticky. Let's see. Yeah, so there's one piece. So, like, I wouldn't want to put too much pressure to turn her leg in an unnatural way. This is what I mean by unnatural. You know, the fact that, like, the shin, you wouldn't bend that in half. But it's not crazy. And, like, see how her arm, it would go backwards if I didn't support her. So when I say that there's extra flop because of the soft silicone, so I support her when I move her to keep the natural positioning, that's what I mean. And that's important anyway, in my experience with her, because you don't want to put pressure on the, you know, the pressure points, the armpits, the joints. You know, she's not jointed in her body, but like the elbows, the knees, the hips, you know, even the creases in her legs, I wouldn't want to pull. I want her to last as long as she possibly can. I guess the best way to show you her feet will be to bring the camera down, and then I'll just put it back up. So here she is from my angle. Unfortunately, it's nighttime, so you're not getting sunlight on her, but so the camera's kind of going to like a little redder than it is, and then a little darker. But I want to show you her feet. I don't know if it's coming across so accurate on the camera, but like, and when she's like, if she's posed on her stomach and her foot crinkles, she's got these extra wrinkles. Look at that. I'll include a picture that was part of her Christmas photo shoot at the end, and you can see her feet when I first noticed it. See if you can see inside her mouth on the focus. You can see her tongue. Her gums are up there. You can kind of see it. See the gums there? I can see them with my eyes. Kind of see them. Yeah, see, she looks so real to me even just looking at her like this. She's absolutely scrumptious. So I'm thinking of trying this sleeper on her that she came home with, simply because it's so bold and so bright. And one of my viewers mentioned in a previous, I think it was a previous video, it may have been Instagram, but I think it was here, that she's really going to shine in the bright colors. So I want to see, because this is pretty vibrant. It is, it's an organic cotton piece from Hannah Anderson. And it's a yellow sleeper, footless sleeper. I definitely don't dress her as fast as my Reborns, but I dress her as fast as I used to dress my Reborns. Kind of crazy. I've been watching this one artist's YouTube. She has some videos from a couple years ago demonstrating how the matting is done, how she does the matting. She also has some on rooting the silicone. She does full body silicones. And it was really interesting because, I mean, when she finished with it all and it was time to like rinse the baby, of course it was a pristine farm sink, but she had that baby in the sink and just dousing it with water and then like washing it down with what looked like just regular dish soap. With most of the outfits I've put on her, I didn't feel the need to cover, put hand mitts on, but you saw the dress I just had on her when I put that on her before. I put some socks that I had for her, I put over her hands, and the reason was that the cuffs on the sleeves were pretty snug, and the cuffs on the sleeper are pretty snug too. So when that happens, I just don't want unnecessary, rubbing. You can also stretch it a little bit. I always forget about that. Stacy, I think I saw that in your video this morning with Puck, your Puck, that you stretched his outfit. I thought, I don't think I've ever thought about that, but it makes a lot of very simple sense. You can definitely see where she, could benefit from some, the 1 month size in some brands. just because you don't want stuff to be too tight in terms of getting it on. And I also want to say that the extra care, time, and effort in doing the changing is so worth it. For me, I'm still 100% in love with the Reborns, and there's so much variety and versatility and accessibility and personality. She's got a little fuzz. There we go. That it's not this like for me it's not a replacement, it's different, but she's 100% worth it. Like, to me, she's kind of like my ultimate doll for the realism experience. It's like truly a fake baby. Oh my gosh. I really wish that you could see what I was seeing from the angle I'm seeing it at. It is such a trip. I literally feel like I'm zippering in and looking at a real newborn. She looks so good in this color. She looks better than I expected her to look. The hand mitts are cute too. The one thing I am extra careful about is my animals, my dogs. I do not ever leave her out in a room unattended. Ever. Because that's just simply, first of all, for me, she's irreplaceable. And that would be tragic and irreversible. So whereas, like, I also don't leave my Reborns out unattended. Now that we have Augie, Tumo literally would babysit the babies if I went out. Tumo would cuddle them, and I didn't leave, like, Klaus out. He just feels more damageable. But I trust him with the dolls. He loves the dolls. But Augie is a little bit more of a dog's dog. And that would not be good. Again, irreversible and irreplaceable. Like, there would never be another Charlie. You know what I mean? Even if I wanted to pay for another Charlie. So that's her with a pacifier. I prefer her without one, but I wanted to show you guys what she looks like. I just prefer her face. Yeah. So there she is, guys. Oh my goodness, she is just absolutely delicious in this color, in these colors, bright yellow, and then we have like magenta and light pink and blue butterflies all over. And she looks like she's all cozied up and ready for bed. And she's still squishable. All right, guys. I think that's all I have for you this evening. I hope you guys had a wonderful day and enjoy the rest of your week. And I hope you enjoyed seeing this little squish. let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know if you have ever thought about having a silicone. I honestly never saw this coming. But I'm seriously, like, definitely thrilled that it happened. So, anyway, guys, we're sending out much love to you all. And until next time, enjoy whatever you have going on. We look forward to hearing from you guys, and we'll talk soon. Bye for now.